Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Songs of Conquest, where we have finally met the enemy. It's time for the shit to begin over here. So, where exactly is that village that they took from us? It's right there. So, we're not super far away. I guess it is probably worth touching this petrified tree before we send Magnolia over there. And look at that, I remembered that her name is Magnolia. Progress. Okay, drop an offering by my roots to receive knowledge. I would love that. I would love knowledge. Okay, so we got pretty decent spell resistance, I guess, at this point. This rally point is definitely on the wrong side of this settlement. That's... I should have thought about that. I could have thought about that a little bit more. Here's a question. Is it worth removing the trading post to get another medium recruitment building in? It might be. It might be. For the moment, let's see what we can do. Okay, I guess next turn. Let's see what we can do. You're pretty much just running back to oh no, that's right. Sorry, this is Ambertina. Ambertina was headed up to the ruins because there is free XP to be had. There's nothing else here worth touching. I mean, you just don't have quite as much movement as everybody else does. Brother Halar was headed over here to gain some permanent stats. And he may as well pick up the troops from the crypt, because we can come over here and we can... Actually, this does not have an upgradable crypt. Here, we can make a crypt here. He can upgrade them after grabbing them. He has an open slot. Okay, so things are going to be, I guess, a little quiet for a turn or two. I'm really thinking about dropping this for more recruits. The crofts here are not doing a ton of work either. Honestly, I might replace... Let me replace this one. I definitely want to make this a rat warren. Alright, so I think that Rana wielder... Oh, the Rana have jumped up to 4 beacons. The Rana wielder just got into that town, right? So I think he should still be there for another turn. Obviously, we're going to want that upgraded. Okay. Speaking of upgrades, the crypt, of course, as well. You may as well... do I want to spend 9,000 gold fetching... this? I mean, hold on a second. Magnolia's army needs some redesigning here. Where are these coming from? So what do I really want to do? I guess we can complete our slot of these guys. A full slot of seneschals seems like a good idea. We can similarly go to a full slot of Banes. We don't have enough of anything in the pool. Well, we can fill out our rat slot too. Actually, that's a 100 plague rats is actually a pretty powerful unit. Even without all of the, bonuses from Halar. And then it's like, what goes in the last space? It's probably worth buffing this up too. And then, like... that last space could absolutely be just triple destruction. I mean, ideally, it would be an Aurelian Scholar. Hold on. I have a building somewhere. This is not producing either of those things. Okay, well there's problems there for sure. It needs to be producing scholars and also it needs to be upgraded. It turns out all of a sudden we need a huge amount of money. May as well do this. I guess command? I don't know that any of that stuff is super valuable. We definitely don't have enough money for Brother Halar nonsense. We can sell off some wood, but we don't have a ton of resources to play with here. I think I might just buy a single scavenged bones. Just fill this slot with a lot of destruction. She has a couple of her schools at level 2 now. Yeah. Okay, I think overall that's a pretty strong army. If I wanted to recruit 5 of these, like where is there a tier 1 crypt? Somewhere we have low-level units coming into our organization. Okay, apparently not. Well, where's the crypt? Let's make sure that everybody's leveled up from everything. Okay, here's the problem. Here's where those were coming from. Out of curiosity, do we have other troop buildings that are tier 1 aside from the Aurelian Sanctum? There's a rat warren up here that needs an upgrade. Okay. Well, now that we've bumped those up, I need 1350, so we need to make a little sale. May as well fill up that slot, right? And I think at this point we are ready to march on the Rana and try to put a stop to their nonsense. I wanted to go north. It's going to have to wait. And you are not, in fact, going to be recruiting anybody right now, nor next turn, it seems like. Yeah, as much as I want to pull these troops out of the crypt, because to do so would be efficient, I think maybe the move here... We don't have a rally point at this settlement yet. The move here is probably to produce the rally point. It would cost me 700 gold to buy one of these. We can, I mean, I can part with some glimmer weave. I'm just thinking like getting it done now would be so that it's up next turn as we run Halar past it. That's probably a wise idea. I could just wait a turn. Maybe we just wait a turn. We're building toward that bonus. Yeah, okay. We have no idea what's in that army, by the way. Like, that, the army that's sitting in that settlement could be very powerful indeed. So we need to try pushing through the dragons to the north here and also pushing north up there. But there's no way through. I mean, I guess I thought there was no way through the middle. Oh, there's a way here. Because, like, this guy came from somewhere, right? So the question with Halar is, do we leave him over here to pull stuff out of the crypt? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna move to a more central location, but I'm not leaving the area of this settlement just yet. Unless, I guess there are rally points up north. You know what? We're gonna have him push north. He can pull stuff from the rally points up here. What am I talking about? Okay. See if we get any vision of any other armies. All right, that's done converting, and we do see this one headed in that general direction. Huh. Where did you go? There you are, and I cannot see what you have in your army. Okay. I mean, we kind of knew this, right? I had seen this before. I think I can do this. We just have to be careful. A large Rana with a broad belly and a deep voice commanded these forces. We want nothing with you. I had nothing to do with you or your empress. Our fight's with the Barians. Then turn around. We need this area to bring order to the world. I don't take orders from you. We will seize the beacons and drive the humans back to your island. Really, it was right about the Rana. You were always the threat, always the danger. Yeah, how dare a people not want to be enslaved? What a bunch of troublemakers. I guess this is a reasonable setup. We don't get to know where they're putting their protectors, which could be a little awkward. So I guess, like, there are these areas where they can't charge, right? And I maybe want to put... Oh, I guess I don't really have to stress about where the Banes are, because the Banes are stealthy. They can't just charge up on us anyway. Yeah, this'll do, I guess. This could be very costly indeed. Okay, interestingly, no protector rush. And he kind of walled his own troops off. He walled his dragons off with these units, which is a strange thing to do in my estimation. So you guys are dealing 200 to 300 damage in a strike, which is enough to maybe kill 2 dragons. Let's see. They have 93 defense. Actually, my melee offense is way lower than their defense. We're still only Justice 1 because you're... Oh no, you're Arcana, or you're Order 3 and everything else 1. Your magic is actually a lot less good than I was... Was it Ambertina who we had bumped? I guess it's Ambertina who had bumped Arcana and Destruction. Well... So let's see here. At 300 damage, we would eat 20 of these. I think they have a lot of bodies. Sadly, even a 3-charge quicken doesn't get the rats to their ranged. It's super weird that they have a stack of 3 shamans down here. I'm not sure what to make of that. I am kind of thinking the rats are just not playing yet, unfortunately. And with that being the case, where do we put them so that they will be more able to engage next round? Does the dragon get multiple retaliations? I don't get to see that box. It doesn't say there's anything that would give them extra retaliations. So maybe the thing to do is to just toss the rats at them. All right, I'm going to do that. Let's go quicken. The rats only need 1 extra point of movement. You get the other 2. Yeah, the rats will do... intimidation, making it even uglier. 2 retaliations remaining. Cool. Good that is not information that I was given until I got up here. Well, you're poisoned at least. Okay, Destroy Essence is annoying, but really not any worse than that. This is also annoying, this thing where I can never actually reach any of the enemies. I don't think there's much of a reason to do anything other than full charge here. I guess it would be nice not to be adjacent to you. Maybe it's worth stopping there. Alright, there's a bunch of extra Destruction Essence. Don't think I necessarily want to do anything with you. These poor rats. I don't really want the dragons to get a turn. If the dragons don't get a turn, running up here to produce guard, I think, is the smartest move. And we just make sure they don't get a turn. Let's see, I can run you all the way up to here and get a pretty decent amount of damage on there. You want to make it to here. The dragons can do some pretty mean, or the shooter here can do some pretty mean work on these dragons, but I think the specters are going to have it under control, actually. So I'm going to start in on somebody else. All right, that's showing just one kill. 99 to 121, and you have 200 health as a stack. So it's probably worth a rupture. And when you counterattack, you're going to do like 40 to 50 damage, which isn't going to kill us. Sabotage feels like a terrible waste. You're poisoned now, right? Yeah, the rats would have put on a pretty serious amount of venom, but it's impossible to know how much damage it's going to do. I think it's going to be enough. At this point, I hope it's going to be enough. If it turns out not to be enough, I'm going to be real sad. Okay, good, because that dragon had a very juicy attack available. All right, rats. I mean, this guy's not dead, so it'd be a little presumptuous to just run through his space like that. We're still one Arcana short of a repel, which would be really good. Yeah, I guess we just move up here. The question is, do I attack or do I just wait on the repel? I think I attack. I think you want to stack up that poison. So I'm looking at my spell options here, thinking about like who would actually benefit from the initiative boost of the Quicken. Should we be doing something with that? But honestly, maybe it's just punch this dude. It's probably just punch this dude. All right, you step up, take a swing, kill a couple. They swing back and kill a bunch more. You want to get out of the way so that that scavenged bones guy can actually move. We got to get started on these dudes. They have a shit ton of health. It's a little bit of a shame the way the terrain is stacked up here. It's actually kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get deadly range. I had a rapid fire and I didn't use it. That's foolish. Here, I'm going to move to here. And then we're going to execute the repel. And that gives me my clean shot against those dudes. There we go. That's a little bit more battlefield control. And I guess you... What do I want to do to you now? Well, I could just blow up your damage, I suppose. This isn't really about removing those guys. Obviously, I don't care about those guys, but it is about repositioning this unit in a more Yep, they're definitely living in fear. All right, you're doing a fine job up there. I have so much destruction stored up. I should probably drop a fireball just because, like, how else am I going to get value? Fuck it, another fireball. All right, that clears one of them. So wait, you can, I need at least one. How much movement do you have? 6? So plenty. Yeah, I'm gonna triple quicken the zombie so that the zombie can move to here and then here and take a swing. Because that lets me line up this, which we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And the question is, do I even want to hit him? Or do I want to just take the repel? I'm going to hit him first. They have a lot of health to get through. Now we take the repel. There we go. Okay. That really did not end up costing us that much. Obviously, a lot of rats died, but that's a little unavoidable in a serious combat. And every time the rats took a hit, it was, it was for good cause. We have lifted all of their shit. This guy has lost a lot of equipment. Defeated, the large Rana could be seen fleeing from the battle. This was likely not the last they'd seen of them. No, I can't imagine. All right, let's go flip our settlement and everything back. I guess I could have come down here, but obviously I want to turn the beacon as well. We don't want them being able to use that to teleport to reinforce. I would like to have that available to teleport to reinforce, frankly. Okay, let's do some upgrades. We have some things that need to be upgraded. First of all, it's going to take a lot of celestial ore to do the thing over here. And that's like pretty valuable. I think we're just going to buy that ore. Getting those flowing into the pool is important. This can probably wait until next turn, but getting the big guys flowing into the pool is really important. And then what else do we want to do down here? I probably do want to build a rally point, but it's not like super urgent because we're not going to have anybody else down here for a minute. So this could become, well, we have a sanctum, we have a trading post. Is it a mausoleum or is it a lab? I feel like we go through a lot of toxicologists. They die very quickly. Yeah. Then this should also get upgraded. Brother Halar can hit this granary on the way past. Let's make sure all of your troops are actually in the upgrade pool in the places they're supposed to be. Okay, this is upgraded. It just had one thing come out before the upgrade happened, I guess. And then we're out of money. Again. But there is stuff for Brother Halar to do in the area. Let's come over here. Touch this for XP. Touch this for XP. Touch this for XP. That secluded monastery is worth a visit. We could do that while we're waiting for cash to buy troops. And now, like, the most valuable thing you could be doing is picking up gold, but I don't think there's actually a way for you to do that. And you're certainly not going to be of very much use on the front. Okay, 2000 XP or Raider 1. I actually don't like Raider very much, but like 1 view radius is... Yeah. I guess I will take 1 view radius over some XP. I do think it's quite significant. Get my beacon back. More importantly, make it so they don't have a beacon. Then we got to flip this stuff. I'm not so worried about them having a little bit of vision for some time. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Please reconvert. Okay, we're trying. We're moving fast. Moving as fast as we know how. Right, we'll never have the ore for anything. We spend it so quickly. Okay, that's in the northern area up there that we can't access. So where are you going to go? Okay, you haven't touched this stuff yet. We can spend this time focusing on just strengthening our wielders for the most part. All right, touch the milestone. Touch the orchard. Turn around and come back for some units. Oh, we can actually make the transaction next turn. I do want to actually upgrade this. I do want to come in here and make sure all of our troops are in the correct places in the pool. 2 celestial ore. Fuck it, I will purchase it. I think that this unit in particular, and I know it's because they have their bandana pulled up over their nose. Like this pixel art style, first of all, let me just reiterate in case it's been a while since I said it last. I fucking love the way this game looks. This pixel art style is really good at conveying or suggesting detail. Like you can really see the noses on these dudes. And so the fact that you can't see the nose on the toxicologist in particular really makes it look like a Final Fantasy Tactics character. And I like that. That's all I was saying. I think it's cool how those guys look like they're from Final Fantasy Tactics. Which has some of my favorite pixel art of all time. Alright, we don't know where they will be rebuilding their army, but at least they won't be teleporting it immediately into our midst. Thanks, Magnolia. Is there really a burnt building here that I just forgot to... Sure is. Okay, you've never touched this crumbling monument. You should do that. You can grab some Ancient Ruins XP. And a little bit of this. Okay, the shrine is a temporary combat buff type thing. So yeah, you head back in the direction of the real thing now. Okay, we got a little bit of money on hand. Let's buff up an army. So first things first, you should absolutely have a slot of rats. It makes more sense for horde type units to go to Brother Halar than it does for them to be anywhere else in the army. Also, while we're here, we have a real surplus of ancient amber. Is there something that I want to do with that? We could troop size up our Oathbound. I think that's well worth it, actually. And then it's Glimmerweave to improve their actual stats. But we can do that, like, on the road. The troop size up. We benefit from that right now, taking them and stacking them up here. We should definitely fill your Banes up. I guess I'm out of money. I was looking at these, I was like, darn, I wish I could upgrade these so I could take on some necromancers, but I am out of money. So just to rearrange this for my own clarity, these are like the real units of this army. That's not too bad. We do need to get a summoning circle going. Obviously that's going to be expensive. We got our Aurelian Sanctum in place, so now we can actually do it. It's just a matter of the money. It is a matter of so much money. Okay, so with that, are we ready to roll forward? I think so. Let's hit a Rana raiding party, see what's over here. Grab ourselves possibly a level's worth of XP. Nope. Very close, though. And then, yeah, we'll just knock out some Rana, get some permanent stat boosts. Still need to find 2 more beacons. And I don't really know where... Oh, okay. Does Rana just let you walk right through, huh? The lumbering figure of everything approached Brother Halar before the battle. I thought you were a fellow scholar, but you're nothing but a foul necromancer. A foul? You know you'll never be able to repair all the beacons. The material is extremely hard to come by. Well, Aurelia is resourceful. I'm sure she'll tell me where to find it. We're good friends, you know. You should close your mind to her. She's corrupting you. That oath is flawed. It doesn't work as intended. What? Why do you think the Oathbound's minds aren't there, and that the very land itself protests the undeath? Oh, there's always some pollution when you create things. This is no different, and their minds will return with time. They won't, but it won't matter. I'll defeat you here and now. Well, if you were going to do that, why even talk to me? What is the value of the conversation we're having here? I probably don't want that guy all the way up in the front. This is a weird little, like, box canyon. And we're probably going to lose this battle, I think it should be noted, which means we're going to have to take this turn back. I think they really shouldn't... Yeah, it sucks that you can just lose the campaign because a guy came out of nowhere. Like, there's no way we could have known that he was there. But movement ranges are so much greater than vision ranges, even if you do everything you can to specifically prioritize vision. Oh, shit, I meant to hit manual battle there. Yeah, we gotta load the autosave. That's really annoying. What a waste of everybody's time. I meant to hit manual battle there because I think there's some chance we could have pulled that out, but obviously I didn't. But yeah, the thing where essentially like they get to have an army that teleports behind you and shouts "Nothing personnel, kid." It's just like, that shit sucks. That is not fun, and I don't know how the developers didn't realize that and do something about it. I do wonder actually to what extent reload from the last autosave is a part of their plan for how you play the game. Like, how many times did they intend for you to reload? This zombie is doing like actually nothing, but we just don't really have enough units to replace him with of any. Well, I could throw Blessed Bones in there. Well, I think we're gonna stay put, right? Because if we move, we die. Or if we move forward, at least. Okay, that part's still happening. But yeah, the fact that all wielders are invincible, except that one of your armies, if you lose any battles ever, you just immediately die, I do think sucks. I wonder if I can safely be this far forward. I wonder if we're gonna get ganked from the shadows even at this distance. Yep, okay. All right, well, this gives us the opportunity to... Oh, wow, it put us right up. This is a different... This is massively beneficial to their army of scarred brutes. That really sucks shit. That's... I guess we put the... how do I want to do this? Who wants to be forward over here? So we only really have 2 units that I'm comfortable with them standing forward like that. I guess I'm going to put the zombies up. I can't imagine the quick battle is going to resolve very differently. All right, let's at least give it a shot. So yeah, I think it would do a lot for the game. And I know we're talking about like a big change here, but I think it would do a lot for the game if they Just made it so that movement ranges were generally shorter than the average vision range. And that probably doesn't mean dialing movement ranges down exclusively. That probably means changing both of those things, because obviously we're talking about a pretty big... Characters move real fast right now. So we could, if I jump, these rats deal 5 to 6 damage each. So this is 500 to 600 damage in this first bite. If I jump that ranged unit, we are going to delete them. But then the rats are going to get probably killed as well. It's a shame there's probably not a way to... How much damage can I do to you? You got... Jesus, you guys have 46 health each. What the hell? Why is that fair? I'm trying to figure out, like, how could I... The only way to get the rats in range involves Dimensional Door. And once I've Dimensional Doored forward, I can't really do anything else. Like, that consumes most of the magic we start with. Early Sabotage is not really all that powerful of an idea. 325 damage of Rupture doesn't do all that much to any of their meaningful troops. It doesn't even kill a single Scarred Brute, really? They have 50% spell damage resist, but that's still 150 damage. 160. Why is it only 65? Since you have 80 spell resist? I guess, yeah, okay, I guess it does in the actual card. It must be spell resistance skills up here. Yeah, so we're probably going to be more reliant on, like, repel and destruction or sabotage and stuff. So, like, the question is, am I teleporting the rats forward to do this? I think I am. It's going to be a little ugly because they're going to run their pikes forward to hit me. I guess I get a 6-space teleport. I can kill this one instead. I think that's what we'll do. But we have to Dimensional Door first, because if I move first, the game will end our turn. Chomp. Yeah, but this means the Artificers don't also get in on the action, which is what I was really worried about. I'm gonna kind of offer the zombies up as a sacrifice. See how that works. And of course I am one tile too short. They stopped just short enough that I can't get adjacent to them because they're smart. How dare they? So maybe I run to, like, right here. I want to make sure that my legions can make it to this spot and attack. And so I don't want to block them off. But gosh, maybe that's not even a good idea. Like, the thing is, the fucking Harima are so huge and they have such ridiculous stats. How do you even kill a stack of 16 Scarred Brutes? I don't know that that's doable. You only have 4 moves, so you do have to take the most direct path. Yeah, I guess I just go here and wait. Okay. That's a fireball that killed 2 legions. How much damage was that? I took 230 damage from that fireball. How much damage does my fireball deal? 195. So he's got full ranks and also a bunch of bonus damage. Yep. Well, I definitely think that the game had reached the right conclusion with us not being able to get anything done against this army. If we don't even have enough Arcana to do a repel here. Okay, yeah, two stacks of 16 scarred brutes each may as well just be invulnerable. I get like one or two of them. This is definitely where we do some repelling to try to maintain a little bit of life. Let's sabotage, repel, get a couple of them there, get a couple of them here. Oh no, that's right. I only get one of those per turn. And then like do I just attack one of them now? They're really stacked up, and I did just sabotage. So they're minus 30% spell resist. How effective is this in that case? You know, it kills a fair number of the smaller units. And then I gotta just, we gotta get through them somehow, right? Okay, some poison. Getting some decent poison. Somebody's got to stop you. Let's try not to stand in such a way that I am an easy target for the flamethrower. Oof. Onslaught's going to be rough here. Well, I think we may be doomed. I think there's some small chance that this army is not going to survive this battle. Yeah, so this is one of those things where, rally. Take this. This is one of those things where we are going to have to spend 2 armies to defeat their 1 army. And unfortunately, despite the fact that that's like a tactic that sometimes you just have to use, the game is very finicky about how it lets you do that. Because there's 1 army you're not allowed to use as the first army. So we're gonna have to get Magnolia up here, have Magnolia fight him, weaken him, and then have Brother Halar jump him, and then hopefully crush their ability to reinforce before they're able to provide another one of these. I don't know where this army even came from. They must have several bases in the top left, because the troop levels we're seeing are unreasonable. So, okay, to do it all again, because that's the way this game works. We do this, then we do this. Then you run back. We did that part already. I get my research in. We buy bonus troop size on these guys, which is even, I'm convinced, is more correct now than when I was doing it before. It's like going to be really, really important. Max troop size on rats, also good. I wouldn't be able to benefit from another full 20 yet. So hiring more troops has made this a little bit trickier. Okay, we can only hire so many Banes at the moment. And then you go touch the crumbling monument. And then come back over. Like, I have no idea where is safe, unfortunately. There is no way to know. Shoot, I did that wrong. Okay. Alright, you, I guess, like, you are going to have to be behind Magnolia, so I guess I may as well just, like, wait here for her to show up. Is he going to be able to reach the settlement? No, okay. So we get to use the rally point, which is handy. Okay. guess touch the monument as you pass. Hit the rally point. Fill up on these. This is one of the few things we were able to do that was like even kind of effective. And then if I had $5,200, I could bring all of the rats to bear. And I think that army would probably be able to do some damage. So we can definitely sell for 5,200, right? Also, with 10 glimmer thread, +1 troop movement, +10 defense. You know, +10 defense on the Oathbound is not bad. I'll take that. All right, we're getting to 5,200. We can certainly sell some amount of ancient amber. Got no problem with that. All right, let's grab all of you, and then yeah, then we gotta have a pretty ugly battle here, and then Brother Hilar shows runs up to clean up. Yep, I actually don't care about the dialogue. Let's just do the thing. There should be a have at you button, and pressing it before the dialogue is done should get you combat bonuses. Is this how I want to position people? No, I want this guy more central because he gives defensive bonuses. Yeah. But the rats probably shouldn't be in the back. We'll do it like this. Okay, out of curiosity, on the quick battle, what would I get losses wise on the quick battle? I know Magnolia will die, but I'm curious what she'll do to Everlink or Everthink. I have to believe we can do better than that. I don't know how it was prioritizing things, but that feels very wrong to me. All right, I'm gonna put the rats on the high ground. Or do I want to have them do... She's got triple quicken, which would actually give me enough movement to attack one of the ranged. And then the rats will draw the attention of the Harima. I kind of think that's right, actually. Like, run to here. So go 1, 2. And then maybe like the third charge for the zombies. Let's the zombies get to the high ground at least. With 3 movement. Yeah, I think that's okay. The Harima will respond to the rats. We will be one space short of attacking anyone with these, with our powerful units, because of course we will. So if I run up here, all they can do is shoot at me and, I guess, use magic. I don't want to do the temporary Oathbound thing, I don't think. I think I want to, yeah. Make them have it. Make them figure it out. Back you into the corner. Alright, once again, just can't reach anybody. I think I'm going to move to here and wall up. You stand there so you're not within fireball range of anybody else. Okay. He has to spend his fireball in a place where it doesn't do very much damage. Yep, the double tap's pretty good, though. Okay, So I get to take up super high ground. I think I want to do this. I'm pretty sure. The question is, do we hit the destruction? I think no. I really do think getting rid of these guys is important. This is part of the problem with this fight, is they have too many critically important units. We can't kill all of them, obviously. If I run all the way to here, I can deadly range the one Harima. But then it gets to move right afterward, which is probably not good for me. So I think maybe I just run to here and take the non-deadly shot. The fireball is like really bad, right? Yeah, the fireball does nothing. We want to be using... I guess we want to be using her destruction on like sabotage. Her destruction essence kind of just doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Okay. I appreciate them doing nothing. That's helpful. Alright, a rally partway through the turn after your best units have already gone. A cloudy vision that doesn't get me out of range. Some choices occurring here. Some things are happening that I'm not 100% sure of. Alright, we're definitely sabotaging. I think I'm just pressing sabotage 3 times, actually. Takes me 24 essence to get the results of a single good sabotage. But now we get to have our entire round on these lowered values. Arcane Storm is fucking awful. But they've set up their units... I don't know if this is like... I don't know if the game plans this way. But they've set up their units such that it's going to be really, really hard for us to get a meaningful repel off. That's super fucking annoying. Do a bunch of damage here. You're gonna continue not contributing. I mean, I guess approach. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, but approach. They're just reloading. Yep, you get an infinite amount of clouded vision because numbers are meaningless. Wow. That counterattack did a lot of damage. Yeah, so those guys are tough to kill. You have 4 movement. Alright. Let's go quicken, quicken, quicken. So that I can get a clean shot in on their ranged. I'm trying to, trying to do some damage here that's not just going to disappear at the end of the fight. Okay. Now that we've done that, I can stand here. I can hit the repel on this guy and he'll actually take some damage. We're still in deadly range. I'm trying to think what else needs to happen here. I'm gonna repel the gunner too, so we can actually just kill that gunner. And then... Yep, I did line us up for that, for sure. Okay, I think we're going to be able to... Here, let's hit a sabotage. I think we're going to be able to kill off the artificers. It's not your time yet. Just stay back there. Stay back for a moment. Okay, not a very good ice bolt. Yeah, one more sabotage. I think a repel probably kills you. And then... you might be able to get a kill in somewhere. If I, like, pacify these guys. And then run up on them. Let's take the high ground before taking that shot. You have no retaliations left, but also I just don't deal any damage. If I did this, I would get a single destruction off of you, which is extremely not worth it. So I guess just to hit you for some. Yeah, at this point, clearing scarred brutes is like the only thing that is of value to us, right? So I'm gonna repel you. Oh, did the zombies not get a... Did I use it already? I didn't think I'd used it already. Okay, well, in any case, enjoy this. Yeah, I think we've done pretty good damage here. We've depleted a lot of their most dangerous stuff. Am I just eating steam pipers? I mean, we do have to get rid of their numbers somehow, right? Well, that sucks. You can't really contribute still. You're just generating numbers. This guy is not going to fall. Can I get 1? 13 to 40. How close is that to 1? It's pretty close, maybe. He's poisoned. I might get him low enough to lose somebody to the poison. Wow, damn. Okay. Should I clear out these guys? This is like, the question is, do I think this unit's still going to be alive next turn? Because if it is, I can kill their muskets then. And I'd rather do damage here to lean into more poison damage. See if we can get one extra death. Oh, looks like I am not going to be alive. But you took a bunch of poison damage anyway. Like, that unit is now small enough that I do not think it will have any effect on the rest of the battle, or on the battle to come, you know. So 66 damage is going to actually hit you as 13 damage. I am better off just justicing. And then I guess just hitting you. Well, I can dimension door. I don't have to die to the retaliation here. I can dimension door. They've occupied all the high ground because they're spiteful. How dare they do a thing that's good? Monsters. Yeah, I guess just to here, just so I can get the clean shot. And thus cause you to take poison damage one additional time. Okay, it's not enough. Okay, I might get one more. Oh, no, here we go. Here's the finish. Okay, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think that was a really good trade out for Magnolia. Obviously, it sucks that Magnolia got traded. It had to get traded out, but that army was way too powerful for any of our armies to handle individually. We'll have to make sure she gets her equipment back. Okay, I have no money, but I do have lots of units hired already because I spent all the money last turn. Let's fuck them up. Out of curiosity, at this point, what would they give me on the quick battle? Oh, I think I can beat that. So he's still got a lot of pipers. But only one meaningful combat stack at this point. Yeah, and the rats are prepared to fuck their shit up immediately. I think I do just want to sabotage repel. Let's just kill most of that stack without taking any damage. You can just kind of wander backwards for a while. Holy shit! That's a lot of damage there, little dudes. You're living the dream. Hey, you have pretty limited movement. I think we'll just finish off this one. Okay, that ought to be that. I'm going to move you to a location where you can't be fireballed with anybody else. Boy, now that is spite magic right there. But okay, in the end, the rats prevail. That took way more doing than I was hoping it would. Alright, so it does look like we got back all of her stuff. And that is for sure going to be a level up for Brother Halar. After the battle was over, everything was brought before Brother Halar. There, maybe now you see that the oath isn't flawed. A lost battle is no evidence of that. Can I make a deal for my life? Of course! I like you, even if you don't like me. Then what kind of deal would buy me my life? I will release you if you seek out any members of the Tinkerers Guild and tell them to abandon the repaired beacons. Tell them that they should join us. Oh, I can't do that in this area. The orders are sent. I could travel to another area where we are repairing other beacons and do this. That works. I hope to see you again, my friend. And then perhaps you might call me friend as well. Perhaps. I mean, no, he did just try to murder you. Why doesn't anybody in this game have any concern for their own well-being? Okay, so now that's done. What are you gonna do? I guess just head over to this area. There's permanent boost stuff that we haven't touched yet. Brother Halar really doesn't want to run forward so much anymore. I guess I can run forward enough to get this pouch of gold. Oh, I should have flipped that farmhouse. That crumbling tower is not going to be enough for a level, so let's do this. We'll just grab the extra money, and then we'll come back here and... But the smarter move would have been to flip the farmhouse, because the pouch of gold was going to be there anyway. Really? This army was led by a young woman dressed in practical overalls, and like most artificers, she had all sorts of tools and contraptions about her body. She greeted Brother Halar with a sad smile. Everything has warned me about you. You aim to bring back the ancient dead from the Empire. Warned you? I highly respect Everthink, and I believe we will be great friends one day. You should join forces to destroy the Rana. They're the real enemy here. Well, I owe my life to one of the Rana. They're no more bloodthirsty than we are. Well, that's not saying very much. Even if I must do battle against the Rana, I understand why they're doing this. Sometimes a branch doesn't break when you bend it, but instead it slaps you in the face. Yeah, that's a good way to think about an entire group of people. Just like a branch that you're messing around with or whatever, and if it breaks, oh well. Okay. So this is just Scarred Brutes and Steam Pipers. Maybe we can hold it down. I can't believe they had the fucking gall to send another unit out of the Infinite Dark. Just like heartless shit. All right. We have a lot less rats than we used to. A lot fewer rats than we used to. You're not going to be getting a lot of chaos, so it's all order and destruction from you. Can I see your tiers? Tier 3 order, nothing else. Okay, so what I'm kind of debating is if it's worth running the rats forward and doing like a dimensional door to get all the way onto you. And I think the answer is we should expect this unit to move forward 3 spaces more than it says it's going to be able to, because she's gonna triple. Well, you don't produce order, do you? No, so she is going to triple order. She's going to triple quicken you, but she can't do it this turn. So maybe we just hang out approximately where we are. I'll just like step over here and get some defense. Okay. And then we're going to have to set up a decent repel here. Yeah. Wow. That's some very aggressive forward motion there. All right, I see that aggression. So you're now on 42 initiative to my 36. So there's not really anything I'm going to be able to do about that. But if I repel you at this point, I don't get the good shot off. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't get any initiative modifications. Well, nothing for it, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to do that much damage. Right, the skeletons are pretty hardy. All right, we do this. Now we destruction, repel. I think this kills the Harima. Yep, and then the rats can eat some steam piper. 325 damage. It's actually very serious. There we go. If that had been anything approaching an actual army, I would have been fucking outraged. Just like non-stop flow of troops out of the darkness as far as they feel like moving on any given turn. Ugh. As her troops fell around her, Mary surrendered before Brother Halar. We can't hope to stand against you. How would I fight death itself? But it's not death, it's the opposite. Now it needs only be temporary. It's a marvelous thing. What is so hard to see about this? Well, I want to believe that. But for now, I beg to be released. I only wish to continue my research and reparations. Oh, but I like you very much. I'd like for you to remain with us, to continue your research and help us with the restoration of the beacons. Am I your slave? Ha, not at all. More like a guest who can't leave and must follow all my orders. I'm sure you'll be very happy delving into all our sources of ancient knowledge, and I'd be very happy to discuss them with you. You should join the Unseen Society. We have need of sharp minds like yours. Not that many around, to be honest. I see. I'll think about your offer. I really will. Mary was taken away to be kept safe until the Unseen Society had secured the region. Okay, so if the text that we are offered means anything at all, and we are not guaranteed that it does, we shouldn't see those two ever again, right? For the rest of the mission. It shouldn't be a thing where, like, with the undead in the Bargain final mission, where they're just flowing in endlessly. Hopefully that was the end of that. So let's go reclaim our farmhouse, which I should have done last turn. Come back down here. And I think this right here is where we're going to leave it for today. We have beaten back some very powerful foes. We have continued to make critical infrastructure improvements. And at this point, fingers crossed, hopefully we are able and we are ready and able to actually start venturing forth northward and putting proper pressure on the Rana settlements. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.